What up, nerds? Welcome back. This is part two of a couple videos talking about storms. So we stopped last time after we talked about tornado warnings. So I want to start here. Make sure you look at these again. We're going to go ahead and move on from there. Okay, so some people may have heard of in the U.S. This idea of a place called Tornado Alley. This is located in the Midwestern U.S. where, remember, our air mass things. Okay, C means continental. Okay, meaning it formed over land, and then P stands for polar, which means it's going to be very cold. Meet MT air masses. M means marine or maritime, meaning that it formed over the ocean. T stands for tropical. It's going to be very warm. So a cold and dry air mass. Cold because of polar, dry because of continental, meets an MT is going to be wet and warm. Okay, wet because of the ocean, warm because of tropical. So where cold, dry meets wet and warm, boom, you get a ton of tornadoes because these two types of air masses do not mix. They do not mix at all, and in fact, they form lots of these twisty types of winds. So Midwest experiences the most tornadoes in the U.S. for this reason. Okay. So April 16th, 2011. Okay, there's a bunch of different things. This was in North Carolina. Okay, Category 3 tornado in the city of Sanford. This is where the Lowe's was destroyed. Continued northeast through Apex and Cary up near Raleigh towards downtown Raleigh at Category 1 status. Did a lot of damage to Shaw University. Continued through North Raleigh where it hit the mobile home park. Killed 4 people. Ended near Rollsville at 410. Cases started, only lasted about an hour, a little over an hour. On the ground for 63 miles, did a ton of damage. Okay, and here's what it is. This is the Lowe's in Sanford. Houses off of Capitol Boulevard, Shaw University, all look at all these windows that are destroyed. Okay, just a good North Carolina example. So in North Carolina, here is the path and strength of a series of tornadoes. Okay, this is as of 2011. This is the April 16th, 2011 tornado outbreak. So this is almost 10 years old. It's been a long time, but you can see all of these going this way. And if you'll notice, they're all going the same direction. And the reason for that is because the air mass was very likely moving in that direction. So, okay, let's talk about a different type of storm. Tropical cyclones. A tropical cyclone is a large, rotating, low-pressure storm formed over warm ocean water in the summer or the fall. Okay, so there are 3 major types of tropical cyclones. Tropical depression. This is maximum winds 38 miles per hour or less. So this is cyclonic winds, and it can be a bit of a storm, but it's not anything that's like crazy. Okay. A tropical storm, max winds 39 to 73 miles per hour. These are the things that we always like. You'll see like during the fall, during hurricane season, people talk about that they keep an eye on. This is where they will name the storm first, and then if it gets more intense, it becomes a hurricane, also known as a typhoon. Okay, max winds 74 miles per hour and up. Okay, so as an example, Tropical Storm Jerry, Tropical Storm Gil, bit of a tropical disturbance here. Hurricane Iris, Hurricane Humberto. This tropical depression over here hasn't quite formed a storm yet. Okay, usually tends to start in Africa and move up across the ocean towards the U.S. towards North and South America. Okay, so hurricane, specifically hurricanes, storms that are over tropical oceans, winds are 120 kilometers an hour or 75 miles per hour, spiral towards a low pressure center, which is the eye of the hurricane. Okay, they are classified in what's called the Saffir-Simpson scale, categories 1 through 5 based on wind speed, air pressure, potential for property damage, similar to tornadoes, but a little bit different. Okay, similar to tornadoes, but a little bit different. All right, so here's the scale. 74 to 95 miles per hour, category 1. Okay, 96 to 110, category 2. 111 to 130, category 3. 131 to 155, Category 4. 156 and over, it's Category 5. These are the really scary ones. These are the ones, this is like what the hurricanes that hit the Virgin Islands and did a lot of damage there a few years back. Okay, these are Category 4 and 5. So hurricanes, things to keep aware of. Hurricane watch. That means that the hurricane conditions are possible within 36 hours of the time that we issued the watch. Hurricane warning means hurricane force winds are not only possible, they are expected within 24 hours of the warning. The eye of a hurricane is that calm center of the storm. Now, the reason it's calm, I'm going to go back a number of slides, is because of this right here. Okay, this spot right here is where that low pressure is really coming to a head, and it's all spiraling up and then poof, outwards, and you're getting this seriously dense cirrus type cloud overcast. Okay, but right in the middle there, it's not like all of the moisture is not accumulating right there because it's all spinning around. That spin keeps it away from the right in the center and makes it accumulate further out. Okay, and you can see here we get the rain bands as we got this cyclonic winds. Okay. Oops, excuse me. So the eye wall is the wall of storms around the eye. It's usually have the strongest winds because, I mean, think about it. I'm going to make myself big for this, actually. So I'm going to think about it like this. I don't have any circular objects. This'll work. So if I have this little tape dispenser right here, and we're saying that this is the eye of our storm, okay? A little bit of a physics lesson for you. If I'm out here and I have to spin around, okay, and there's nothing attaching me at all, whatever, but I have to come from here all the way around, it's going to take me longer than if I'm here and I'm spinning all the way around if I'm going at the same speed. Now, just like the drain in your sink, okay, if you've got water spinning around in a cyclone type movement, it's going to go really fast towards the center, but out further from the center, you see it goes more slowly. Still spinning, but it's not going nearly as fast, right? So the strongest winds are going to be right in the middle of the cyclone, right in on the edge of the eye of the storm, whereas the outside is going to experience slower, not as strong winds. Okay. And then right here, the storm surge. This occurs when a hurricane force winds drive water onto land. The storm surge is actually what caused the levees to break during Hurricane Katrina. The storm surge was so intense that it, blasted its way into the canals in New Orleans. But the surge was so intense that it broke the levees and caused all of the flooding and the crazy, crazy destruction. So. And that is it for storms. So that's it for today. But hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. I will see you next time. Make sure you're checking Canvas still regularly as often as possible. Please make sure that you are doing any modules that are up right now. If you have questions, please let me know. Please contact me or anybody else. But that's it for me. So till next time, stay wonderful, stay curious. Gucci.